Hi, I'm Ashley Lambert of the Ashley Lambert Law Office. I'm here today to discuss with you 5 things that fathers should remember when preparing for a custody hearing or visitation. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you would know that the standard, obviously, the legal standard is whatever's in the best interest of the child. This means that the judge is going to decide who can best provide the needs for the child, where it is considered best, in his or her opinion, for the child to go. So when um, fathers are preparing for a custody hearing, whether it's for full custody or joint custody, sole custody, that's what I mean by full custody, you want to remember these following 5 things. One is remember to try to, have a close relationship with your child, no matter the gender, whether it's a boy or a girl. You want to have a close relationship, close as possible, with your child. Distance should not hinder you from having some type of regular, consistent contact with your children. With the technology age that we live in, we have iPhones, so therefore you can FaceTime your children. If you don't have an iPhone, there's so many apps you can use. There's Duo, I believe it's Google Duo. There's WhatsApp. There's so many things that you can use to keep or foster a relationship with your children. Oftentimes, and this is not to beat up on you fathers, but oftentimes we'll find that fathers succumb to the living arrangement of mother having physical custody, or the children living with the mother, even where there is no court order. That's fine, but make sure that you maintain a relationship, a real relationship with the children, just in case a custody issue, a visitation issue comes up down the road. Now, one thing that I've heard so many times is she won't let me, as in the mother won't let you see the children. That's not going to fly in court. That's not going to be a sufficient answer to the court as to why, if you are a father who have limited access or limited visitation with your child, she won't let me, will not go fly. Now, that brings me to this number 2 thing to remember. So let's say there is a situation where she won't let me arises. Well, then is when you should seek legal action to have a court ordered visitation agreement or custody agreement. And the reason why that's important is because when you're in court, it will come up as to how long or why did it take you so long to pursue some type of legal enforcement of a visitation or custody agreement. So, if possible, as soon as possible, as soon as you can afford an attorney to aid you in this process, you want to go ahead and take legal action, okay, regarding custody or visitation. 3, make it to your child's activities, school activities, church activities, as much as possible. Now, understandably, we have to work to make a living. I get it. But whenever you can, you make sure you make it to those school activities, such as your sports activities, your dance recitals, plays, whatever it is, especially birthdays, holidays. You make sure that you put forth a good faith effort to be there for special events. Okay, just overall, for invest in your child's life. Be interested in what they have going on. Know how they're doing in school. Know what kind of grades they're making, basically. It'd be good to know some personal things about them, like their favorite color or whatever will demonstrate your knowledge of your child. Whatever would demonstrate that you have made investments in your child, invested in their life, invested in their likes and dislikes. That will always be good for you in court. Lastly, remember important dates. We don't want to forget birthdays, okay? We don't want actually the dates of those events that I was just discussing a few seconds ago. Remember those dates. If you have to write things down, write it down. Remember the dates so that you won't forget, so that you won't always be explaining why you didn't do something. And I said 5 things, but 6 things. If there ever comes a time where you can't make something because you have a legitimate reason, such as work or what have you, car broke down, you need to relay that to mom. And specifically the child, because you don't want mom to always be the person that have to break the child's heart by delivering the news. So you do it. Now, keep these things in mind, fathers. And I'm making this video specifically for fathers because many times they are not prepared when it comes to custody battles. So remember these 6 things, and you have better chances. Your odds are better in court when it comes to joint custody and visitation rights. Remember that you are just as important in your child's life. You are just as entitled to visitation and custody, whether it's sole, whether it's joint custody, as the mother. Until next time, bye.